Hi, my name is Millie, and today I will explain why you should invest in an integrated cost analysis for your project. To this day, we at Proove see a big gap between cost and schedule risk analysis. To save the project world from low-quality project cost estimations, let me introduce you to what a good cost analysis should look like. When starting a new project, a budget needs to be estimated and made available. This budget should include a contingency for expected and unexpected additional costs to increase the feasibility and secure the robustness of the project. Included in the budget are different cost elements such as equipment, labor, material, and overhead costs. The total budget is derived from the costs for each of these elements. The costs are assessed by humans, and let's face it, they can be lousy estimators at times. Additionally, a lot of cost details are not available yet at the beginning of a project. This causes uncertainty in the cost model. Apart from uncertainties, any project is also subject to risks that will impact the timing and the costs of the project. Multiple scenarios are possible where the costs are impacted differently each time, resulting in various possible outcomes.
Hi Millie, I have a complex project with a lot of uncertainties and risks. With this cost analysis, could you tell me how much money I need for my project?
Hi, John. Yes, I certainly can. By simulating the different outcomes with the Monte Carlo technique, the project costs can be approached as a probabilistic model. It's even possible to simulate complex cost mechanisms like inflation, penalty costs, correlations, and much more. Here, John's current project budget has a low feasibility, where in 60% of the cases, the budget will be overrun. The budget should be increased to allow for a higher confidence level of 80%. This results in an additional cost buffer that should be foreseen in the budget. To ensure a quality outcome of the risk analysis, the cost model should be linked with the schedule. As we all know, delays in the schedule mean additional costs due to more resources, labor costs, penalty claims, and so on. The final outcome of the simulation can be visualized in a scatter plot, showing both time and costs of each simulation. As can be seen here, there is clearly some kind of correlation between the two. In other words, time is money. These valuable understandings and insights are only possible by integrating cost and schedule risk analysis. A risk analysis also clearly indicates which risks had the biggest impact on your costs. This allows to focus your mitigation efforts on these risks.
Okay, Millie, I agree. Let's add your proposed buffer for 80% confidence level to the budget, so that we have enough contingency for risks and uncertainties. Can you also tell me when I need to make the money available?
Yes, of course. The probabilistic cash flow curve indicates the budget needed during the project. Be careful, there is a difference between a P80 schedule and a P80 cost and time distribution. It's a common mistake to confuse them. For cost, the worst-case scenario is not having enough funds in time, meaning that earlier costs can be more dominant in the P80 cost distribution than higher costs. Say that John at the start of the projects has 40% available of the agreed budget. At what time will he need additional funds to be 80% confident that he will not have a negative cash flow? For this, we need to understand that we are looking for simulations that give the earliest date where the initial available budget is exceeded. The probabilistic cash flow curve allows us to answer that question based on the P80 cost curve.
Thank you, Millie. I see the value of integrated cost and schedule risk analysis now. Not only does it allow me to calculate the project's cost much more accurately, but it also allows me to calculate the necessary cost buffer needed to ensure a robust project budget. I also like the feature that I can identify the top cost risks in my budget. But most of all, I'm fascinated with the time-phased cost curve. This will help me a lot to determine my weighted budgeting during the full project duration.
If you also have a question about cost risk analysis and its tools and techniques, you can contact me at Millie at proof.eu, and I will forward your question to one of our experts. They will happily provide you with an answer. Thanks for your attention, and stay tuned for more from Millie.